Okay, guys, I think this is so stinking important to get clarity around this because everything we talk about are the lender scores. The plan rolled out is about the FICO Classic lender scores. I mean, from maybe the first time you heard about us, I put so much emphasis on that. Why? Because it's so stinking important. Everything we're doing, again, is around that lender score. But then the score updates that you're getting from us or through your life plan monitoring are what? The consumer scores, right? And somebody's scratching your head going, well, Dennis talks all about this lender score, but yet the scores we're seeing that we're getting updated with are the consumer scores. Yeah, there's a reason. We don't have live access to your lender scores. It requires an inquiry, right? It is extremely expensive and nobody wants an inquiry. So we use these monitoring because this gives us quick live update without an inquiry. All the content is exactly accurate, but you are seeing different scores. Be sure and read your case manager notes as the advice we're giving you will pertain to the lender scores, even though you might just be seeing the consumer scores. Okay, so let's talk about, there are many times when even the consumer scores that you're seeing are quite a bit lower than what the lender scores are seeing. We'll probably point that out in those cases, but I'll tell you what it is. Today's consumer scores, these monitoring scores, tend to over-reward good utilization and over-penalize high utilization. Now, again, it's still important on all score models, but again, they tend to go extreme. So when we see high utilization, but everything else, history and everything is looking good, you will see a lower consumer score versus what the lender score is. And so we might be telling you you're ready, and you're like, yeah, but I'm only, a 640. Well, nope, you're higher, we know, and we'll be giving you that advice accordingly. At any point we need to get access to a lender score, we can do that. I mean, there's some ways to get that paid for, but let's try to avoid the cost. Let's try to avoid the inquiries. We understand what one algorithm sees versus the other. Flip-flop of changes. The lender scores, again, react a lot harder on late payments. They react on every type of collection, where some of your consumer scores do not weigh that heavily on medical collections or collections under a certain amount. Remember, one misages, the other one ages correctly. So those are variables that we're going to see throughout this process. One doesn't ages charged off credit cards correctly, doesn't jack with your utilization. The other one does. So just lean on us in those times to be able to help coach you and navigate you which is which. So hope that brings some clarity. I wish I had a better solution to where I could just be updating you guys with lender scores month in and month out at a live platform. It